Ian Simpson is next. He's the CEO for the New Zealand Earthquake Commission. And I think if you're anything like me, you'll be in total envy of the ability that he has and the ability that he has shown. And yeah, absolutely. So if we can have Ian Simpson, please, a big hand.
Thank you very much for the introduction. It's not always the introduction I get in Christchurch, I have to say, so thank you. I don't have PowerPoint, but I do have some nice videos, so hopefully through the magic of AV, that's just automatically going to happen as I talk. I'd just like to say at the start that for organisations involved in the Canterbury Rebuild, days like today are a welcome breather and a chance to take stock of everything that's been achieved so far. So I would like to thank the organisers of today for providing such an important platform for everyone here. As well as settling almost $7 billion in claims and completing 52,000 home repairs, the Earthquake Commission is leading a research programme in partnership with insurers. This research programme will do two things. It will identify cost-effective solutions to improve or strengthen residential land vulnerable to liquefaction damage, and it will provide EQC with a costing basis to settle claims for properties that suffered land damage from the earthquakes. And this is land where the land has changed in the earthquake and now is more prone to liquefaction in future earthquakes. Tests so far have shown that the work we're doing has real potential for such liquefaction vulnerable properties around New Zealand. While some methods used are new, most are actually already in use or have been adapted from strengthening ground in large-scale civil engineering works. This project's innovation lies in whether the methods can be used in a scaled-down form on small residential homes or properties. There are challenges around buried services such as water, wastewater, electricity, those sorts of things, access to smaller residential sites, and disruption to neighbours. And the ground improvement methods also need to meet rigorous performance standards. The extensive land damage caused by the Canterbury earthquakes has presented a huge number of significant challenges throughout the recovery. But the earthquakes have also presented a rare opportunity to trial strengthening methods under real homes, in real streets, and real neighbourhoods. What this does is make the resulting methods adaptable anywhere in New Zealand and, in fact, anywhere in the world. These methods can strengthen bare land, where the house has had to be demolished due to the extent of the damage, and also land under existing buildings which will remain in place, so they may not have to be demolished in the future. Waiting for the magic of the first video. There you go, without a prompt. The programme has two parts. The first is the ground improvement trials, where various ground improvement methods have been used on residential land that's vulnerable to liquefaction and have been vacated since the earthquakes. Now, this has largely been done in the red zone, thanks to the access that Roger has given us to some of those sites. The repair methods have been subject to mechanical and explosive shaking to simulate large earthquakes to test their effectiveness. The second part is the land repair pilot. And this is where methods proven to be technically effective in the trials are used in real-life residential situations. And this programme aims to identify obstacles and solutions for the method's use on a large-scale basis. And from there, the various parties involved, so that's the property owners, EQC, the insurance companies and local authorities, can identify the best way of coordinating this type of work. It also provides EQC with a real-world costing to settle these land damage-related claims going forward for the rest of the year. I'm extremely proud of what EQC's General Manager of Reinsurance Research and Education, Dr. Hugh Cowan, and his team have achieved in working with insurers on this issue. The impact of the work will benefit New Zealanders for many years to come. The science behind this work is already attracting global attention for its significance in ensuring homes will perform far better in future earthquakes. EQC is hosting a Discovery Channel crew in the next fortnight that plans to film our ground improvement trials as part of a week series called Forces of Nature. This series aims to feature the world's latest and greatest research into better understanding, planning for, and helping to prevent damage resulting from natural disasters. In the face of the Canterbury Rebuild, the world is watching us. With the daily grind, it's easy to forget what we are achieving together in Christchurch, that what we're achieving together in Christchurch is world-leading. The rebuild of a city, the communities, homes, businesses, and people's lives from the ground up, rebuilding these is no easy task.
Where they have used blast-induced liquefaction to evaluate ground improvement for residential construction.
People will be talking about this for decades. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance.
On a world scale, this is unprecedented. So here we're looking at cost-effective solutions that can be applied in a residential setting.
The concept here is you're taking a measured amount of time to rebuild better, right? And I think that's makes a lot of sense, and I think that you're doing it right here in Christchurch.
And the number of countries represented here to watch these experiments. I mean, the world's watching what's just happening over the road from where I live.
Nothing better than a group of excited scientists, and I'm sure you'll hear from some more later on today. This sort of forum, it gives us the chance to take a breath, lean on each other for a while, and appreciate what we are actually achieving. I represent a dedicated group who have lived and breathed the rebuild and continue to find solutions in fraught circumstances. But we're up to the challenge, and we've committed to a target of repairing the remaining 20,000 homes in our Canterbury Home Repair Programme by the end of the year. That's not possible without innovation and learning as we go. I'm glad to say that EQC continues to do both. Thank you.